turning our mics up.
Hey.
We're still on the logo screen.
Okay.
I'll go ahead and switch over to Let Us Play.
Let's play.
I switched the bolt to one that looks like a flicker of flame.
Cool.
You like it?
Yeah, I do like that.
Make it a little hot nudge nighty up in here.
We could easily make this a green screen.
That's true. And I still have the curtain from the last time that we did a day stream, which we don't really need that there.
Yeah, that's true.
But
we'll need it on Sunday.
I thought about doing like a green screen, like in the game thing.
Yeah, that's
or even like
that's
a GIF behind us or something, but
yeah.
do we need it?
Meh, you know. I'm gonna play.
Did you miss TX? Did you miss her?
I did.
You did?
Yeah, I'm excited to play again.
You were like, I was like, what do you want to play on Thursday? And you were like, we can play TX again. But okay, let me just say why this is so fitting that we're playing TX is because the reason why I purchased this was my Pinburg experience with TX Sector. A room of 1,000 games, and this is the game I kept coming back to. And I was just like, okay, it's my dream. I want this game. So it's perfect for.
I miss Pinburg.
I do too. So upset.
It's very upsetting.
It is.
I wonder if everything's gonna get canceled this year. Is it?
I mean, the year's almost over, to be honest.
We still have like a half a year.
I know. I'm heartbroken over Pinburg. I will be extra heartbroken over Expo.
Me too.
Because Pinburg was something that I've experienced the last couple of years, but Expo is what just totally lured me into pinball.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, for sure. I mean,
I didn't know that.
I played pinball off and on through college. In fact, I used my sister's passport for a couple of months before I turned 21 to go to and we used to play Scared Stiff all the time. But then I kind of didn't play pinball for a while, and all my favorite people lived in Chicago, and they would go to the Expo every year, and before it was even at the Westin, it was at some other hotel. God, I can't remember. It was at another hotel. And I just remember it was another situation where there was just rooms of pinball machines.
Nice. The Expo is the best one because it has that 24-hour.
That is really like
that. No other place that I've been has that.
And I think that's kind of key. Like, I feel like because there are people. Okay, like you have to have hours so that people with kids can have things, but then you also need to have like, all right, when the kids go to sleep, I want to play. I want to play.
Yeah. And it's great. I mean, some of those games break, and I get it.
That's true. I mean, they do, but all games.
Ooh.
You have been a tilty
Maybe.
tiltress tonight.
Oops.
Oops. Oops. Oops. That's okay.
Yeah.
She's made to tilt.
Alright, let's try again. I was so close to getting that one.
I think it's really adorable. You guys can't see it, but little man is sitting just on the other side of his computer, and he is
It's very cute.
loafed. Unknown machine, hello!
Hello!
Hi! I know I think Deadflip is still probably like drunkenly dancing on stream right now, so we're probably gonna have a hard time starting our Thursday night stream, but hey, Hub Challenge! Hi guys!
Hey!
We are playing TX Sector, which I was just telling Anna why this was so appropriate that we are playing this game, because this is the game that I played at Pinburg and was like, I need this. I need it. I have to have it. And then it showed up locally for sale at a reasonable price, and I was like, I can have it. Hi, hello! Did you need Deadflip to come and say hi to us? Thank you so much. Not that we want to, yoink any people from.
We don't.
We'll
We're
be
gonna
there
be there tomorrow.
It's nice enough to open us up for some turtle
I
action.
know, I'm so excited. It's crazy. I don't think I've ever been this excited.
I am so excited. And I feel like sort of bad. Like, I feel like as of tomorrow, like, I need to do homework. I need to watch
Yes.
people play it and get a good strategy because I don't know diddly donks about how to play that game. Normally when I play a machine that's brand new, it's not on the internet. So we'll just see. We'll see.
Yeah?
Told him to clean up. Oh, we are gonna leave the place cleaner than it is.
We really hope we do. Fuck.
Because, you know, I mean, we are gonna disinfect the whole area. We want him to be fine with us being there and let us come
We
back.
should bring him a present, maybe even.
I will. I'm actually.
Yeah, we'll do it.
We got that.
We got something.
We got that.
We got something. Should I play again?
Yes, please play another one. I was on that stream for a little bit, and it's not nearly as messy as sometimes it is. He has cleaned up for us, but it is very packed with pinball machines, and it's hard, especially when you're working on games. Like, you've got all this stuff around. I get it. I forgot to tell you there is. It was recently bombed for flies.
Ew.
So there are some fly strips of dead flies that he warned me about in the stream.
Okay.
So just like, hey, Pinball Howard.
It's worth it, man.
It's worth it. It's totally worth it. Yeah, if you guys have any recommendations for the Turtles game that would be played. God, I'm so excited! I'm so excited to play!
I know. I'm
so excited.
It's great.
So excited.
It's great having something to look
And
forward to.
exactly, everywhere I've looked, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is super fun. And I was a huge Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles fan when I was younger. I'm sure most of you guys that know anything about the Turtles have watched the Netflix, like, Behind the Toys, I can't remember what it's called. It's like Behind the Toys documentary where it talks about how the theme song to that cartoon that I grew up with was Chuck Lorre before he became the producer of like every single show that has made millions and billions of dollars, and somehow Charlie Sheen has not been canceled yet, but who knows? Who knows when that's gonna happen? He actually did all of the voice parts of that theme song. So like where it says
really? That's great.
When it's like, Raphael is cool but rude, it's like, get a grip. That's Chuck Lorre! So, it's pretty great. It's pretty interesting.
That's pretty great.
Play as Donatello. Okay. Hype for tomorrow. Me too, I will. Play as Donatello. Hit the right ramp once to get multi-ball. Perfect. That's what this is what I need.
Yes, this is what we need.
This is what we need. Just get the multi-balls and keep them alive as long as possible if you're going for score. I just want to have fun playing. So I think for, I'm hesitant to have any goals or anything of like score. Shit. Hold on, let's trap up. Do you want help?
That's alright, that's alright.
Play another one, that didn't count.
Okay.
She knocked the pins,
Fucked everything up, guys.
the fake trash lights,
Alright.
and they fell off.
I'm hot in here. Sorry for all the sweat.
It's hot outside. This room gets the least amount of.
No, I have the same with my tomorrow.
It gets the least. Oh, you know what? Okay. After this ball, Anna,
Yes.
before you plunge, holler at me because the curtain is kind of covering the vent that's behind you.
Okay, I just.
So behind you, there's like a right behind the little vent is on the floor.
Okay.
So
Right
see
here.
it? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Alright.
Don't cover that. That was my fault. That was my fault. Right ramp multi isn't that hard to get with any character, though, so not sure on Donatello. Well, we're gonna try a bunch of different things. And thanks, guys, for giving us some feedback. Here's how I anticipate tomorrow. I want to have fun and play a bunch of multi-balls.
Yes.
There's a little bit of pride involved because here's the thing. Deadflip is really good at He's really good. Like, to the point where I'm borderline mad at him for how good he is at pinball. So, I want to get a score. I want to get a decent score. There's like a little bit of a thing there. I know that we can't challenge him on his 121 million, whatever. I mean, there's scores. He gets scores. Co-op for rotating. Who plays? Who knows? Yes, that's true. We could do co-op and then just see what we get. Well, I mean, we can just have one viewer and still have a good time.
Yes.
But it would be nice to have lots of people having a good time. I just want people to have fun. I want to have fun playing pinball, and if it's fun to watch pinball, that's also cool too. Playing 4-player alone. I really am a huge fan of the co-op mode, and here's why. Because not all of us can actually get to those crazy scores that some of these really great players can, and so having a co-op mode, especially as an owner, would be awesome, because you can maybe get to play one more. That was...
Okay.
The 2 versus 2 doesn't work yet. Well, most likely we'll play kind of like the way we've been playing recently. Deadflip was really awesome with setting up a sort of a special setup for us so that we have the camera slightly... We have an extra camera with the chat so that we can do what we do here, which is, you know, Anna's playing, and if she wants to talk when she's playing, cool. If she doesn't want to talk when she's playing, it's also cool. You know, we don't want it to be like this dead air, like, what's happening? But I do want to do some against each other things, which I think would be fun. Like, we should have some battles. And if you guys are familiar with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, I am definitely interested in pinball challenges. What we might do, actually, if you've watched this before, so we've got Nudge Nuggets. You can suggest a pinball challenge number. Hold those until tomorrow. We'll reduce the amount of Nudge Nuggets.
Are we going to be on Deadflip's account, though?
Oh, shit. Yeah, we are.
Do them now. And we'll remember.
Oh, yeah, okay. So if you want us to do a specific thing tomorrow,
we'll try and remember. We'll write them down.
We'll try and remember them. You don't have to spend Nudge Nuggets. Just let us know what you want us to do, and we can do some fun challenges. But you might have to highlight your message or something, or like shout out.
That's a good idea.
We are definitely going to want to try and play against each other. I think that would be fun. And I think it's big enough of a room where we can actually do that, and he's got hand sanitizer and all those things. I'm just so excited. So excited. I'm so excited!
I'm very excited.
I'm so excited.
It's the best.
I'm not...
It really helps.
I'm not promising
sadness.
that I'm not going to text him and be like, can I come early to practice?
Okay. Well, that's unfair.
You? Hey. Please?
Yeah,
Can I come early?
No, you should go. You should go early in practice. I cannot, but if I could, I would.
Yes. Well, I am currently sort of jobless, so, you know. What are you gonna do? It's a pandemic, and the industry I work in is decimated, so what am I supposed to do? You got you got your lock enabled, but you got that hard ramp to get. Are you trying to postpass on this machine? Because it's kind of not possible.
Okay.
You're gonna have to tap pass it or shats it.
Let me try and chat. Nope.
Ooh, close. You are. Oh,
I told it.
it's like literally the worst thing that could possibly happen in that scenario.
Cool. Sorry, guys.
You're gonna sleep for the whole stream, ILL? I mean, it's a little bit earlier than this one. This one's a pretty late stream for you.
This is super
we really
late.
appreciate you phoning in here. I know it's pretty late for you right now. 6:30 Central Time. So a couple hours earlier than this. 3 hours. 3 hours earlier than tonight. Actually, I should show you what Little Man looks like right behind this camera. There you go. Speaking of sleeping through the whole stream, look at this. Look at this lazy cat.
He's so cute.
So we have 3 pinball machines in this room. The flip-flop is right against where I have my computer. And there is a little pad because he likes flip-flop best because it's the flattest, because it's an EM, and EMs are much less tilted than some of these other games. So he is having a very, very restful snooze.
God darn it!
Oh boy. So that hard setting that I put it on,
It's hard.
we're regretting it, aren't we?
No, I'm fine with it. It's fine.
He's teleporting, exactly. Interlock disabled.
I think I could have had it
But you
back.
didn't tilt.
I
But
think
you
so.
didn't tilt it.
Didn't tilt that time. Alright.
You want to chat for a minute?
Sure.
And then I'll play, and then
Sure.
you'll come back
And I'll
and...
get another drink. That's
Annihilate.
alright.
Yeah, I drank my second drink pretty fast, so I might not play very well.
No, you'll show us how it's done. It's cool. It'll be fine.
It's always
Why
fine.
did I leave my can there? I was like, oh, it's empty. I'm just gonna leave it here.
There is the thing behind you is perfect. Oh, TX.
I'll be right back, guys.
TX.
Can I have a Phantom?
Yes, you may. Anna's drinking up. I
I gotta
am.
remember to bring my hot notch koozie.
Oh, hot. Oh, yeah. We need to have our hot nudge koozies.
Gotta get those.
Hey guys.
This music.
I miss Stern Games. We had that rental of Deadpool, and I haven't played a Stern game since we were at Anna's, or Jane's.
No, Jane's, yeah.
Jane's. Since we were at Jane's house. And we played Jurassic Park, and then there were, we didn't even play the Iron Maiden when it was there, but,
I should wear that shirt again tomorrow, huh? That's a great shirt.
what shirt?
My ballless and flawless shirt.
Yes. Oh, I
With
like
the-
that shirt.
with the cat butt on it.
Although, I do really like your Pinball Summer shirt. And it does get hot in there, but he's got
Yes.
decent air conditioning. And her flies, apparently.
Great.
But so many pinball machines. Ah! Alright.
That's exciting.
I'm very excited. I'm very excited.
Me too.
I'm gonna do my homework. Oh, should I reveal what's in my basement right now?
Do you guys want to reveal? Well, maybe we should have a
Is it
poll.
a surprise? Is it a
Do we have
surprise?
poll?
Maybe a surprise for tomorrow. It's a
Maybe
surprise
a
for tomorrow.
We'll do a surprise.
It's a surprise.
We'll do a surprise.
I am preparing something for tomorrow.
Yeah. And it's
Clearly,
gonna be great.
this game fucking sucks. Can I start over?
Yes! Of course. You can
I don't
always
think I
start
can
over.
actually. This is not one that
Yes! Rebecca, clickbait. Rebecca is greater than clickbait. Very good.
Do you want to hear what I'm doing tomorrow?
You're never gonna
here
believe
and
it.
wait 24 hours. The pinball is important, I swear. That one didn't count. That one didn't.
Oh no, I wasn't even watching, so that one I was
Oh,
getting
good.
a drink. That was
Didn't
your,
count.
That's
Didn't
your
count.
warm up. Everything's
count.
cool.
Please, I
It's
hope
cool,
it's not my
though.
warm up because it's gonna be okay. I gotta like channel like Hinberg vibes.
Pinburg. So many. Do you guys go to Pinburg? Or do you guys know about Pinburg? I mean, you know about it.
Do you know about Pinberg? Hey, do you know about Pinberg?
I love Pinburg. I've had. It's okay. It's a love-hate relationship, really.
I mean, it is for everyone.
Yeah. Pinburg is a It's a huge competition of pinball. It has
The largest in the world.
1,000. It's
The largest in the
I
world.
think it's 250 machines, but like 1,000 people are playing. Something like that. And it's the largest in the world, and it's in Pittsburgh. Like,
Hence the name Pinburg.
That's the name Pinburg. And I guess that's like Pittsburgh has a lot of, that's like where Papa is, or close to Papa-ish, maybe? Am I making that up? She's not listening. But I think that's
Sorry, it's stuck in that same spot.
But it's basically just like it's a 2-day long match play tournament. The first day is insane. It's at 8 hours of straight pinball competition. It's like a full day of work, but playing pinball. And all the games are set up to be as hard as possible.
So each bank, so you explained how the banks
Oh
are...
yeah, the banks. Each bank has 4 games, right? Yes.
Yes.
And then there's one modern, there's 2 solid state ones.
Like early and late solid.
Yeah. But that can fluctuate.
But yeah, I mean, it's like you have to. Each bank is kind of different, so it depends on the game they have.
And then there's 1 in each bank also. And so as you go through with your team, so you get grouped up with 3 other players, and you play every game at the bank, and you get points for first, second, third, or fourth place. You don't get points for fourth place.
No.
But you get the most amount of points you can get in first place. And it really doesn't matter how well you do at the game if everyone else does just as bad.
Right, like you can have the best game you've ever had in your life, and then have 3 other guys that have the same best game.
Yeah.
That's the thing that you're not quite prepared for at Pinburg. Like, you can be top shit wherever you live, in any country in the world, and you show up and you literally have 1,000 people that are as good, but in my case, mostly better.
Mostly better for me as well.
For me. And I'm just like,
We were
oh
in
my
the
god,
same-
this is grueling. And, like, you can have a good game here and there.
Yeah.
But the stamina that it takes
Yeah.
to be able to be competitive for 8 hours across so many games that you've
It's amazing.
maybe never played. Maybe you played once, maybe you played
You played it
twice.
at Frittenberg last year.
Yeah, I
One
played this
time.
at Pinburg last year and I tilted every time.
Yeah.
Like, I can say that there has been, like, my favorite not my favorite Pinburg memory, but one of my most visceral Pinburg memories is literally the worst thing that could happen. I mean,
Did you get 0?
I didn't get 0, so
Okay.
it's not literally the worst thing. Figuratively,
Okay.
in my brain, it was the worst thing that happened, which is basically 3 house balls never flipped once.
Yeah.
Out lanes every time. And that happened in a pretty competitive setting against a competitor that I recognized and know as really good, and I'm like, fuck, I can't believe I just, like, totally embarrassed myself in front of Sunshine Bond. Oh my god. She thinks I suck.
Sunshine is super nice.
I know, and she is super nice. Of course she doesn't care. It's all this. It's all your brain. That's the worst enemy of Pinburg, is your own brain of what it does when you're in that situation.
It's definitely a different vibe from Logan. Yes.
Yes.
Logan is fun. You're drinking. You're chatting with your friends.
At Pinburg,
doing
I
it
have
at
to
Pinburg.
drink a little
You're
bit.
doing that at Pinburg, sure.
Like, you have to
Also,
have a
it's
Pinburg
brutal.
caddy. That's, you have to have a caddy. You have to have somebody that can show up at your bank and be like, hey man, I need a swig of whiskey because I'm dying.
Yeah.
I am losing and I am mentally broken and I need to play Mystic. Fucking Mystic.
We were in the
Once
finals.
I run.
We were in the finals.
Yeah, we were in a
Well,
final.
not the final. We were in
No, we were in like.
the lowest finals that there were.
No, there was one lower. Wasn't there an E
I
final?
thought we were in E.
No, we were in D.
We were in D?
We were D finals. No, we were in
We
E
were
finals.
E.
You're right.
Yeah.
We were in the lowest finals. But hey, we were top of the bottoms.
We're top of the bottoms. Yeah.
Damn it! You gotta start somewhere.
You know, I won my money back. I won.
I did too.
Yeah,
that's right.
So,
I did too.
you know, at
And
least-
you know what? I also think that Pinburg last year was attended by so many people because I got into D division the year before, and I like kind of had a hard time because I was like, oh my god, I got an E. I'm like worse. But then you look at how many more people showed up from year to year. I think a lot of people got into lower divisions because there were just so many more people.
Yeah.
And no, we're not all winners. We can't all be winners.
We broke even though, as Unknown Machine says. Like,
We broke even.
nothing to sneeze at.
Yeah.
Also,
broke even.
I have a very bragging thing I want to say, that I had a perfect round.
You
at,
did?
At Pinburg last year.
Did you get a medal?
And I got a medal. Yeah.
That is amazing. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That is so awesome.
It was like,
oh my god,
like
Anna, that
one
is
of the
like
last
so.
groups.
That is such a big fucking deal.
I know. It was great.
Did you say it was one of the last ones?
It's like one of the last groups I was in, and I was like, you know, pretty far at the bottom at that point.
But the last group, that means you've been playing for hours.
Yeah. And I still fucking did it.
Fucking did it,
Did it.
man. She did it.
And I got that medal.
That's a small group. I am so proud.
I know. I was.
How do you not
very
wear that
happy.
all the time?
I know. I felt like I should have worn it today. Maybe I wore it today.
I did almost wear a Pinburg 2019 shirt, and I was trying to cut these little, like, because I like my fringe shirts.
Yeah.
But because I haven't washed it after fringed, it looked weird. And I was like,
interesting.
Wear my drop jacket shirt. And the new vest I just made with
Yes.
these patches. 20 points for somebody that can name the pinball machine that this particular person is on.
20 points, guys.
20 points. I don't know what that means. 20 points. Oh, I will give you a pinball impression. Or
Ilo just redeemed a suggest a poll.
suggest a poll. All right.
Something controversial.
Uh-oh. Ilo, are you trying to stir some shit?
Trying to stir the shit up.
Don't stir shit.
Okay.
Hey, man. We're R-rated, but nothing beyond that.
He hasn't said it yet. Let's find out what it is.
Now I hit the fucking spinner when the other one is lit.
And I'm ready. I'm ready to make a poll.
All right. Already.
What do you
Don't
want to
be
zoom
gross.
in on?
Don't be gross.
What are you zooming on what? Okay.
Oh, the patch? Maybe the patch?
Oh, zoom in
You
on
wanna
the
see?
patch. Oh, I can do that. You want me to do that? Should I try to do that?
I don't know. Well, I can show you guys. Okay, after this ball,
Yeah.
I will turn my phone on and I'll show it to you guys in
Yes.
better light. And then we can have an actual, because we didn't update the trivia question, did
No,
we?
I did. It should be in there.
You did? Okay,
Yeah.
so we have a trivia question and this is a bonus trivia question.
Bonus trivia question. That's right.
Bonus trivia. I literally don't know. Ooh, did you see that?
Beautiful. That was a beautiful nudge.
I literally don't know what you're gonna win, but
Yeah.
everybody loves to be a winner, even if you don't get a prize. One of my best wins was one that I got a fucking throwaway tournament, like trophy, but oh man, it's a proud win.
It does feel good to win.
All right,
Yeah.
let me see if I can
She's gonna close up on her upper boob for you guys.
on the patch.
It's the patch, I mean.
The patch. All right, can you turn my iPhone on?
Okay, yeah. Hold on. Where is it?
It should be Rebecca's iPhone.
In pin golf? Oh, no,
No.
there it is. Okay,
Is it working?
yes. It's upside down.
Oh,
There
here.
we go.
Wait.
That's the patch. What is that from, guys?
So this is a lady.
That's
She's on a pinball machine.
She's pretty fucking fly.
She is super fly, like super awesome.
Yeah.
Like, look at how cool she is. She's cool.
I want to be cool like her one day.
Okay.
So, guesses? What do we think? Hot dang?
Hot dang pinball?
Is that a pinball?
No. playing
was
again.
a very
that was
cute.
stupid!
That was a very cute rage jump. You looked super cute when you did that rage jump. So
I was
just
like,
know.
Farts! Dingus! Go! Go!
That was good.
Ugh. Stupid upper ramp!
I don't know what it's from either, though. I'm trying to remember.
Really? You don't.
think I
It's a
do.
very, you don't see the machine very often, let me just say that.
Okay.
And I can give you guys hints if you still can't think of it. Woo!
It was on the first season of Belle's shirt, right? Too.
Yes. So the other games that were included on the first season of Bells was Centigrade.
I think so. Yeah.
Centigrade.
Centigrade 57.
Centigrade something
Something.
7.
Something.
I don't remember exactly.
And Creature.
Creature. And
And
one other.
This game.
And this game.
Centigrade 37?
37. It might be 37. I know it's 7.
I don't know. That's probably what it is. How many games have Centigrade in them? You know?
The back glass is like the lady with the weird little tube that's got all the numbers, and then it's
Oh,
like
yeah.
the woman. She's like,
That's a very famous, very common EM, I feel like. Like one of the... I don't know, it's in a lot of tournaments I bet too. I don't know how to play it still.
I mean, I rely on my pin tips
Yes.
throughout the Pinbird experience. Oh my god, I am missing that shit every time. Then I transported when I didn't mean to, and now the stupid
Yeah.
hard shot is.
Yeah. Yep, I did that too.
So this game would probably be considered an early solid state game.
Yes.
The game that the patch woman is on is an early solid
Okay,
state.
early solid state. Interesting.
Yes.
Can I guess what it is? No.
Sure.
I'm not gonna guess.
You can guess.
I feel like it's an 80s game. Is it 80s? So it has to be 80s, right?
80s-ish.
She's got a
Yeah.
boombox.
She's got a boombox. She's got a sweet haircut.
Okay, you can't see it. But...
All right. Well, you saw it. If you didn't see it,
what is it? It's solid state. Is it like Radical? Maybe Radical?
so Radical was the first season hit. Which I can run upstairs and show you guys. There's a various color. Actually, I can show them the champion patch because I'm currently working on attaching it to
Yeah.
Jane's sweatshirt. Because of course Jane is the champion.
Jane wins.
She is a monster. A monster pinball player.
ILOL has asked Genie?
Huh?
Genie?
Genie. No.
Oh my god.
Genie the game? No.
Yeah.
You really think there's a girl with sunglasses on a game named Genie? Come on, ILOL. You can do better than that.
No, he said. Or maybe I'm not understanding what. Oh, let's see. What other games are there?
When you guys are ready for another hint,
Yeah. Are you guys ready for another hit? Is
Yeah,
it
we
a
got-
Gottlieb? That's a great question. Is it a Gottlieb?
are we playing like, is it larger than a bread box?
Yeah, we're playing 20 questions at this point.
Okay.
Yes or no?
It is a Gottlieb.
It is a Gottlieb. Okay. If it's a Gottlieb, then it might be the machine Rachel has.
What's the machine Rachel has?
I don't want to say it and give it away, though. You know?
It's not. It's not that
It's
good.
not that one? It's not that Gottlieb?
Nope. I am having such a hard time hitting that bar spinner, and I don't know why. It's making me crazy.
I hate that far spinner. I never go for
I usually can just slam it, and I think that I might have had a little bit too much bourbon before this started. I'm sucking.
That's alright.
But it's
Just have fun. Listen to the music.
I'm somehow keeping it alive and still going levels because
There
I'm
you go.
hitting.
leads are there, guys? What other early solid state dot leads are there?
So any of you Chicago peeps, I took a picture of the playfield of this game when it was from a personal collection that was playable about 3 years ago at Brixie's.
3 years ago?
2 or 3 years ago, yeah. A private collector brought in a bunch of machines and was like, oh my gosh, like, so we had the normal, like, because Brixie's usually has about 5 games. There's usually, like, a couple of Sterns in the corner. And this guy brought in, like, a Guns N' Roses. He brought in a 93 Indiana Jones. He brought in a Hollywood Heat.
Okay, we have a guess. Is it Spring Break?
No. He brought in a couple other really great games, including he brought a Spirit to play.
Wow.
Which is amazing because you never see a Spirit. His name is Rob.
Charlie's Angels doesn't have a machine, right?
Yes, they do. It's an EM.
Really?
It's not an early solid state. There is a Charlie's Angels game.
Huh.
And it's like an EM.
That's cool.
And I think there's a rare version of it, because I feel like Charlie's Angels is one of those ones where I've seen expensive, and I'm like, why is this game so expensive?
Charlie's Angels is an EM, though.
It is an EM, so it's not this game.
So it's not the one with the boombox lady.
No.
Okay. Boombox lady game.
I'll give you another hint.
Okay.
This is for the people that watch Dead Flip. He was doing a design stream a couple of days ago, and there was a mech that he was really interested in, and it was revealed that it was from a Gottlieb game. It is not from that game, but it is from that kind of oeuvre of that. If that makes sense. Like, okay, for instance, TX Sector and like Robo Wars are very similar to each other. They're like kind of similar themes. It's like robotic, it's sort of future retro, it's got this kind of cool, like, whatever mechanical voice. There was another time in which Gottlieb was making 1 or 2 games that were kind of similar to each other in that they were like variations on a theme.
Okay, we've got Unknown Machine and Idol saying it is an S, that Charlie's Angels is a solid state.
I mean, it might have been one of those times when there was a, like, you know how there's some EM, I mean, maybe it is a solid, or maybe it is an early solid state.
Oh, it is an early, I think it...
But they also have a real
state.
one version, I thought. There was an EM version of that, too. Because you know how, like,
yeah.
There's a couple other ones where they were like they straddled between.
Blackjack.
Yeah. Where they like were an EM and then they put in, but it's. If I'm incorrect about Charlie's Angels, I apologize, but this is not on Charlie's Angels, so.
Huh, I did not know they had a game. That's amazing. That's cool. Countdown!
Not Countdown.
Fuck. That was a good guess.
She's pretty rad. Like, you guys, she's rad. Look at how cool she is.
What does that mean?
She's cool.
Is there like a punk game? Oh god.
Is there?
What game?
Is there a punk game?
Is there a punk game? I don't know. Is there? There is?
This is from the playfield of Punk.
There's no Punk.
It is. It's a Gottlieb.
It's called Punk?
It's called Punk.
Oh my god, I've never even heard of this game.
It is an early solid state. It is around the same time as Rock.
Punk Pinball.
Punk. It is pretty rare, and he brought it to a fucking bar for us to play.
Amazing.
It is rare.
Guys.
It's pretty rare. But also, this rad lady.
This game is awesome looking.
This rad person is by the Pop Bumpers.
Oh, there she is. I don't know how to put a thing on this.
You want to do it on my phone, and then we can. Well, no, I can't do it that way.
Work. But yeah, look up Punk. It's I didn't know that game existed, and now I do, and I want to play it.
It's actually a pretty rare game.
Yeah.
It's not, you don't see it very often.
Unknown Machines is super rare.
And especially, it's not usually playable in a public place because of how rare it is.
Yeah. Unknown Machine, that was the first game that they searched. But they couldn't find her on the machine, but there she is.
She's on there.
Yeah,
she's up in the pops. She's in the top of the pops.
Well, there's a lot of pops in this fucking pumpkin.
Yeah.
There's like 4 or 5, it looks like. Those crazy machine. But it looks pretty rad.
Okay. Aww.
I like that there's this woman over here that doesn't look punk at all. But that's alright.
Farts. Farts!
Big farts. Damn, $6,000 for a punk machine. That's what Unknown Machine is.
I mean, I don't remember it being
Wow.
great to play, but it's not one you see often.
That's too rare. That's
Well, I mean, you can look at Internet Pinball Database and see how many were produced.
I guess you're right. I can do that. I will do that. Let's see.
I actually feel like there's a version of Charlie's Angels that's also kind of rare.
Let's see. Where does it say that?
It usually tells you how many are produced. Or is that Pinside that tells you? Fart!
It's a wide body? Fuck. Alright, well.
I'm gonna play one more.
There's 4 flippers, 5 pop bumpers in this game.
I mean, you gotta hand it to Gottlieb. In this era, they were really taking some risks. And some of them worked out really well, and some of them not so much. I mean, have you guys played Big Top? It's that weird one with the dogs on the back glass. They're like escaping jail. And there's that corkscrew thing in the center. It's also a Gottlieb. They have it at Expo every year. It's so fucking weird. And like sometimes it's okay, and then sometimes you're like, oh, this game sucks. But they were taking risks. Taking risks.
They're taking risks, man.
I mean, the fact that there's...
is a Gottlieb, right? The Sinbad game?
Is it? I don't know. I mean, Gottlieb was the name in pinball.
It was the name.
And then they got kind of surpassed by their, you know, I feel like there was I feel like Gavin told me a story about how there was this consensus at Gottlieb, and I apologize, Gavin, if you didn't tell me this, I'm totally putting this in words, but anyway, I was told by somebody that there was this consensus that this whole, like, electronic thing was a fad, and that things were gonna be, like, we've always been the #1 in pinball, and it's fine, and then they got surpassed, and so you have TX Sector, which came out, what, like 1 or 2 years before Earthshaker? It was like really close, and you see how those games are different and how much more functionality in their computer brains there are. And so they got kind of like, especially when Gottlieb went to like the Gottlieb premiere, they made risks with their pinball machines, which I enjoy. But there are ones that really, really work, and then there are ones that are really, really bad.
Yeah.
And then you got the heyday of Valley Williams, you know, where they just, you know, all the top tier games were all from them. Ooh, I'm so close. So close to...
I know. Yeah, I miss Gottlieb. I love Gottliebs. I think I should buy a Gottlieb. But I also want a Stern. Maybe I should buy a Stern first.
Well, you could probably buy 2 to 3 Gottliebs with the amount of money that it'll cost to buy a Stern.
But I don't have spices for it. I need to buy a whole new house to buy more.
Do you know how many times me and Bo and Little have had that conversation? I'm just like, if we only had a basement filled with pinball machines.
It's so annoying that we don't have that.
I know. It's part of city living, too, because it's like, I love this city, I love living here, and I want to have more space, and like, you know, it is I had a conversation, I think it was with my mom or something, where she was just like, well, you could live somewhere else. And I was like, yeah, you could. You know, because I was bitching about how expensive houses were. Like, oh, I want to live by all my friends, and all the houses are $400,000. That's insane. It's like, well, you could live somewhere else. No.
Well, I moved across the country as an adult. I'll let you know that moving somewhere else is hard.
Moving is hard all the time. But the older you get, the more things you have. And, I mean, I guess I'm probably a little bit better at giving things up than I was younger. Like, you know, like, oh, I don't need that. Oh, I can get rid of that. Especially when you're moving.
Yeah.
That decision of, like, is this really important to me? Is it important enough to, like...
When you're moving, nothing is.
Box? You're like, no, I don't need this. I don't need
any of this shit.
I don't need any of this. Ah! Woo!
Alright, I have to go to the bathroom real quick.
Okay.
I'll be right.
I'm kind of sucking on TX, you guys. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I also can't see the chat right now, so if you're talking to me, I'm also sorry. Premiere. I will run upstairs and grab the other patch that I made, which is from another pinball machine. It was actually mentioned by somebody else when guessing this current patch that I'm wearing. Ah! I missed the spinner. Come on. Alright. So in this game... That was bad. That was bad. I'm gonna wipe it off. When Anna gets back, she can play.
I'm here.
I didn't do great. Here's the thing though, like, post passing from left to right is kind of not possible, but what you can do is shoot it up into that, like, right orbit megaport shot, and then it'll come back down and you can dead bounce it to the other side. And that's how you get it to the other side.
Alright, ready?
Yeah.
Cool. Alright. I'm gonna do something on that thing. That's my plan.
Oh, I'm gonna go get that other patch. I'll be right back.
I like how you're like in the wind somehow. No, I didn't say that. Oh, lordy. I wonder who did the music for this game. It's fucking
Alright. Here's the other patch. sector.
Mm-hmm.
Probably not. Oh, it would be so hard to sell this game.
Yeah.
No.
No, it's great. You can't sell it.
That's so hard because, like, the guy I bought Earthshaker from was selling it. It was his first game he ever purchased. And he was selling it to me, and I was just like, God, how could you sell the first game you ever bought?
Yeah.
But I also know a lot of people, they actually switch games a lot. And I think that's like, especially if the market is there to get your money back and be able to switch for a game, like, I get it. I understand. You know, you get really super obsessed with the game, and then there's like this weird lull where you're like, it's okay, I don't need to play it all the time. It's fine.
I might sell my game. I was just thinking about how
You
I might sell
you might sell your Attack from Mars?
mine. Yeah.
What would you get?
I don't know. Maybe a new Stern.
You could sell it and get a new Stern. That's how much it would be.
Yeah. Maybe. Depends on if I get that money for it. It's not the greatest.
I think it's pretty impossible to not get $5,000 for that.
Did you see that? Just kind of bounced back up for me.
Oh, did it hit the apron?
Must be.
A
Must
little,
have been
a little Lazarus action.
It's beautiful.
I forgot to call out. What did you request? Sorry about that.
What did you
He also wants Anna to guess his mother's middle name. Why would she do that?
Middle
Why would she
name?
know?
Is it Anna?
Is it Anna? That's creepy.
Is it Anna?
Probably. That's actually my mother's middle name is Anne.
Yeah, that's
So
common.
I feel like it was a very popular middle name.
It was.
For a generation. Our mother's generation. Before Teed Off? Teed Off was like weeks ago. What did you ask? It is Anna, by the way. That's his mother.
Okay.
That's his mother's middle name.
I got it.
I want to know how many people in chat's mother's middle name is also Anna. Because apparently mine is Anne. I feel like a lot of people have a middle name. Vacation Jackpot from the game Vacation, or from Whitewater. Whitewater. See, the problem is I've never actually gotten to the Vacation Jackpot, so I don't know what it sounds like. So I'm gonna have to find a video. All right, I'll write it down, and then on Dead Flip's stream tomorrow, I will do the Vacation Jackpot. Even though it's Dead Flip, so there is no, like, pinball callouts, but all of you hot nudgers that know that pinball callouts are a thing can ask us for it.
Yes, absolutely.
But let me get a pen, I'll write it.
Did you guys see me chats just there? I meant to do that, just so you know. And I thought it was pretty cool. You know? That was alright. Okay. It's like a monster in the game. Saved it for one brain, not the other. Okay. I don't know why I keep trying. Okay, that's what I want. So I'll get that. I'll go for. I'm just trying to get the spinner now. But now I can't fucking hit it. Come on. World.
Warning.
I feel like it gets caught up in there.
Interlink disabled.
Ooh, baby. Okay. Again.
Sorry.
Yeah, it took a while, Rebecca.
Well, I wrote it down, and then I was like, oh, I kind of have to go to the bathroom. And then I went to the bathroom, and I was like, oh, wait, I need to drink. So I did all those things.
Okay. Cool. I just was not very entertaining for a few minutes.
Well, you did request something controversial, but I don't remember you actually telling us
Yeah.
what it was.
What was it? You didn't say it. Oh, fuck.
You requested a poll. Was it about my tease about a surprise or not a surprise for tomorrow? Hi, game time!
Hey, game time!
We're playing TX again. Because it's great.
I love
And
it!
also because it's very appropriate for it being Pinburg Thursday.
I remember Pinburg was the first time I met Ryan, I think.
Here.
He was in my, you were in my group,
Warning.
like, on my first Pinburg. And you were like, hey, I know you. And I'm like,
I was? In
no,
your group?
Ryan!
Oh, Ryan! Ryan was in Anna's group.
Yes.
Last year?
This is the first year.
Warning.
It's weird, I got kind of,
Interlink disabled.
thrown off because when Game Time said that his phone corrected to nuggets instead of nudgers, and it was like, I don't know if this is a permitted term. Like, the auto mod was like, I don't know if this is okay.
Oh, really?
I was like, nuggets? Nuggets okay.
That seems okay.
Buffalo
I did-
Pinball is rating with 28! 28! Hi!
Hey, everyone!
Hey, Hamdrew.
Welcome! Hamdrew's
Hi,
here.
guys.
Hey, Hamdrew!
Thanks for coming by. We're playing TX Sector,
Again.
which is the game that I purchased after my first Pinburg because I was like, I need this game. I need it. I just kept coming back to it. And then I bought it. Game Time says that he thinks he said something along the lines of, I love that shirt, and it was a Bells and Chimes shirt. Because those shirts are great.
Yes.
They're designed by Tabby Veraldi. She's on Instagram, and she has amazing illustration. We were just talking about, this was a patch that I made kind of from Tabby. Like this, it's actually from the playfield, so,
Yeah.
but she did a version of this for one of our first seasons.
I can't roll my eyes
Hey,
hard.
EXP Nick! Hello!
Hey!
Thank you. Yes, I am not responsible for any of the graphics. I mean, the graphics for the stream, I am.
Yeah.
But they were all just from this incredible, insanely weird 80s Gottlieb monster. Beautiful monster. Hey, El Rocco. Tell me, are you and Game Time sitting in the same room, chatting on the same thing?
How are you doing that?
In the dark?
On your phones?
Are you like me and Bo and Little, where we sit together in the dark and watch the same thing at the same time and then chat on it, but on the internet? Because that's cool. You'll save the poll. For those of you guys that are just tuning in, we're gonna do a special stream tomorrow, which we're both really excited about. We're gonna be on Dead Flip.
It's gonna be super
We're
fun.
gonna host it on this channel, but the actual like broadcast will be from Deadflip's channel because that's just easier. He's got all the gear now. Why would we bring our crappy gear when he's got a room of like awesome gear?
Extremely good gear. Yeah.
And he's been nice enough to open his quarantined studio for us. So we're very excited. Please! Stuck in that spot?
Yeah.
We got a little stucky spot that it likes to hit right
Is
in
it in
the
there?
top
How do
transport.
I know? Oh, is it still
You
stuck?
can kind of see it usually.
There it goes.
Hey, butt cheek flipper.
Hey, butt cheek flipper!
Oh my god, we're so excited about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
I am very excited about it.
We have a surprise for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles
We
too.
do.
Mhm.
We do. It's gonna be
It
great.
it'll just show you how excited we are about this.
I have a lot of work to do learning
We're
about
very
the game.
excited, Andrew. We're excited to be on Deadflip again. He was the one that got me started in streaming because when he went on his paternity leave, he was like entrusted it with me for a full week, which was insane. And I got to meet a lot of you guys that are on here on the channel, but also a lot of other people on Deadflip. And I'm just really excited. I'm really excited to do it. You told him, ILAW has told him to clean up and actually, you would be surprised. He probably will. He usually cleans for me. He's very nice about that. But he absolutely does not have to because we are the interlopers of his thing. So
Warning, warning.
we
I mean,
are
the dead flies.
the fly thing
The
is
fly thing
interesting. Apparently there's a little bit of a fly problem, so we'll just have to deal with that. But we're also playing turtles, so
Yeah, I don't care.
flies are okay.
Flies be
Turtles eat
damned.
flies?
They do.
Not that I'm gonna eat any flies.
But we should get a real turtle. Maybe that's our surprise.
Oh, maybe it is a fly turtle.
That'd be a fun surprise. Like a zoo show.
But we're gonna play Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I'm really excited, and apparently we're supposed to play as Summer Hollow, so we can't get multiplayer really fast. But we're gonna play as all the turtles. We're gonna do co-op.
Yeah.
And we're gonna battle it out, and we're gonna just like we're the world's most fearsome fighting team. We're gonna be heroes in a half shell, and I'm green.
You are green. Damn it!
Am I gonna get DMCA'd for just like saying the lyrics
No.
of that song?
Okay, I'm playing again because that sucks and I hate myself. But I love them all. So.
Just imagine all the flies are Baxter Stockmans. They're all foot soldiers. Although, okay. So, you guys might know I'm kind of a fan of cosplay. But not anything crazy serious. Like, I didn't do that. Did I just move the whole screen?
What happened?
Oh, I was just trying to adjust this one camera, and I think I did everything. We're okay. 2 heroes in a half shell. In a regular shell. Maybe we should wear shells. Maybe that's our surprise! Maybe we're gonna wear shells!
Shells would be fun.
Shells and cheese are fun. Do you remember Velveeta Shells and Cheese?
Heck yeah, I do. I have the hippie version in my house right
The Annie's?
now.
Mm.
Yeah.
I remember they sold it on the fact that we're not powder, we're real cheese. But there's nothing real about Velveeta cheese.
There's no
like,
cheese in
come on.
that.
It's not real. It's not real
delicious.
cheese. But it is like a
Warning, warning.
cheese-esque.
Links disabled.
It's real oil. Right. My dad has a super secret, delicious cheese dip called Volcano Dip. And I'm actually not allowed to tell you guys all the spices that are involved in it, but it's really good and it's made with Velveeta. It's delicious. Because, do you remember, okay, when I was growing up, there was a Velveeta commercial, and it was just like, there's Velveeta versus cheddar. You'll see Velveeta He cooks much better.
Yeah.
Cheddar's lumpy. Cheddar's oily. He dribbles off your plate onto your doily. Someone that
The
cookbook.
Wiley thing. Oh my god.
Mr. Cheddar.
I remember that.
Make it with Velveeta. Cooks much better.
What
And I was
kind
like,
of
who has
jingle
a fucking
writer
doily?
made that song? Yikes. Alright, that's hilarious. I do remember. I'm playing it on the
Rendition. Thanks, butt cheek. That's how I remember it. I kind of regret how much brain power is involved in my brain that's saving these stupid ass jingles from when I was a kid. Like, remember the My Buddy jingle?
My buddy,
My buddy,
wherever he goes,
he
I'm gonna
goes,
go.
my buddy. And then there was Kid Sister.
Yes,
Kid Sister.
Of course. Kid sister and me.
Mm-hmm.
That's how it goes.
Perfect.
There's a lot of great jingles though back
There's
in
some
the day.
great jingles.
They-
I actually, I feel like my dream job would be a jingle singer. But the old school, radio jingles where they were like CKLW, there was a group of people that had to record 7 different versions of the radio call signals. I don't know if that happens anymore. Does that happen anymore?
I don't know. I don't
Ooh,
listen to the
new
radio.
hobby, write and sing pinball jingles. I mean,
Pinball jingles?
I would love to write and sing pinball jingles. Jingle me all the time.
Can you backhand that shot?
Which shot?
Fire!
Which shot were you trying to back in?
The other spinner, this one.
It's doable, but it's tricky because that ramp kind of sticks way out.
Yeah. Okay.
Here's okay, if it's stuck on your left flipper and you want to get it over to hit that spinner, then hit it into that
This one?
right orbit, and then it'll drop down and let it dead bounce over
in
to the
here?
other side. So...
Is it this one?
No.
This one.
Further
This
forward. Yes, that.
Okay.
Hit it there, and it's going to hit the drop target, and it's going to come back down, and
Alright.
it'll dead bounce on your left and feed it right to your right.
Okay.
So you got to trap it up, put it over there, you let it dead bounce, and then you drop it on your side.
I'm gonna try.
I miss music. Hey, Peyton. Peyton 90. TX. Here, I'm playing TX again. You played it on Sunday. Oh, you're so close.
Fuck! Okay. I'm always afraid to kill
I
them.
love TX. Skip it. Oh, fuck. What's that skip it jingle? It's on the tip of my tongue, Bucky.
I don't know the skip it one. I remember the big red one.
I remember skip it. But I don't remember the jingle.
No, everyone.
But if I heard it, I would be like, oh, fuck. Okay, so when I was trying to write a jingle for the stream, which if you hang around until the end, we'll play it. It's really great.
It's great.
Bone Little mentioned Anticipation, the Nintendo game, which I think was originally it might have been a board game or something, but it was a Nintendo game. And he's like, oh yeah, there's some songs on there that I like the inspiration, and I listened to it, and I was just like, oh my god, I don't remember playing this game, but this song and the whole process was just I just got it was this weird where suddenly I was in 4th grade again, and I was like, oh my god.
It's just not.
Anticipation, because there's just a and I'm like all the music in Anticipation was just this is my childhood. It was kind of freaky because I would have never been able to play it. I would have never said oh yeah, Anticipation, that's the game. Yeah, Hangman Needs Sorry, exactly. I would have never been able to pull it out of my ass of this is this game that I remember doing, but fuck if that was just super weird. It's have you guys ever been in a position where you're somewhere, you're at a place, you're in a bar, or you're at like a restaurant, or you're even outside like hanging out, and like a smell, like you'll smell something, and it'll make you super reminiscent, where you're just like, wow. Oh, I feel like I was just like transported in time for a minute. You know what I mean? And that's what it felt like. Which I've heard that smell is the most connected to memory.
I've heard that too.
She's got that lock and with kids. Oh, god damn it. See, every time I mention your game, immediately, this is why I don't talk about what Anna's doing. It's not because I'm not paying attention to what she's doing when she's playing. It's just the second I fucking mention it.
Do you want to play?
Sure.
Okay.
Alright.
Fucking.
I did open another beer, which means I'll probably play even worse than I did before.
We're fine. We're fine.
God, why does alcohol have to make you play worse? I mean, other people play better.
Sometimes.
I played those people. I played those people that are just like, oh wow, I'm super drunk. I just got 1 billion points on Game of Thrones. I'm like, fuck you. Sorry. That's one thing that we have to remember tomorrow is that...
Oh, we can't swear?
We can. He's okay with it, but he doesn't want his channel.
Oh, god damn it. I'm so bad.
For fuck's sake! He's fine with it. He would be totally fine with it, but also I know that he's trying to not swear on his channel, so I'm gonna try and respect that as much as
I'm gonna try and not swear.
But he's gonna be a super nice guy about it. Be like, no, don't worry about it. It's totally fine, but I'm gonna feel like a dick if I do it. And then somebody in the chat's gonna be like, don't eat the kids.
Good night, Ilo.
Bye, Ilo. Get some sleep.
Yes.
And then wake up again and stay up until 3 in the morning.
That's right. One more time.
One more time. We never stream on Fridays.
We never stream on Fridays, that's right.
I'm like, what do I do? Oh my god, I'm gonna stream on Fridays.
I know, it's like a fun Friday, finally.
Fun Friday.
First time in a long ass time.
I know.
He swears like a pirate butt cheek flipper.
I know. He does.
Okay.
But he tries. He tries. He says frick a lot. He says he tries. He tries. I'm gonna try too.
Okay.
I can try.
I'll try.
Farts instead of fuck.
Farts instead of fuck.
Farts instead of fuck.
Flippity floppity. Sometimes I say
Flippity floppity fart knockers. That is okay.
There you go. That's our swear for tomorrow.
Flippity floppity fart knockers.
He is the best. He is the best butt cheek flipper. I'm very, very happy that he's allowing us to play that game.
Yes. He's gonna set it all up too. Like we just literally have to show up. It's pretty great.
It's great.
But also he needs the day. He needs the time off.
Warning.
He needs the weekend.
He's a
I was like, I felt like such a little stinker. I was like, so, would you want a 3-day weekend? Like, I felt like I was like this little salesman. I was just like, because I just want to play that game so bad.
I know.
But I want it to be win-win. I don't want it to feel like he's like obligated.
No.
And he's not, and he's been super nice.
Yeah. Martyr farter. That's another thing.
Martyr farter. I like shut the front door.
Yeah.
Which I know is like kind of like, I mean, what's her name? Eleanor Shellstrop said that a lot. Or like, fork me.
Yeah.
What the fork?
Yeah.
Why can't I forking say fork?
Yeah.
Do you guys watch Good Place? Because it's great.
It is. I haven't seen the last season. Please.
I will not tell you anything
Don't
about the last season.
spoil
It's
it.
great.
Okay.
Every season it has such a different feel to it. Like, that's what I liked about that show so much, is because they were able to transform it into a new show. Like every
Yeah. I don't know how they did that really. Good night, Ella.
Bye, Ella.
Vacation
Jackpot.
Vacation jackpot. We're gonna figure that out. We'll ask Maya. She knows it, I'm sure.
She probably has gotten there before. I have never gotten there. Like, I get to Wet Willie's and I kind of, you know, it's like, there are some games where I'm just like, what do I do? Like, I'm at the part that I'm supposed to got here. This is practice.
Go poop yourself is a call out.
Go what?
Poop yourself?
Go poop yourself?
As a call out? understand it.
No. There's a call out on Demolition Man. Well, no. Does he say go fuck yourself? No, he says like fuck you when you
Demo
have
Man?
like the thing on.
Really?
In Demo Man, when you have the swear words on, which might be a mod. Was that factory or was that a mod?
Interesting.
Because I know there's like a Wesley Snipes tells you he says fuck you.
Okay, Isle's counting down now. It's 4, 3, 2,
What's that mean?
1.
What's that mean?
I don't know.
What's that mean?
What is gonna happen? It's a soft good night. Okay.
Okay. Well, you can tell us goodnight and say you're signed off, and then you can lurk,
Okay.
and we won't know because we don't check the lurkers.
We don't.
You want to chat, you
Just
chat.
lurk.
We don't
Yeah.
force. You don't want to talk, you don't gotta talk. It's fine.
I
Nobody's
understand.
forcing anybody to be
I
social
almost
here.
never talk when I'm watching streams because
Me neither. Or sometimes you're like not in a position where you can actually like
Yeah,
chat, like you're doing something else
right,
and
I'm
you're
like
watching.
it and I'm like sometimes I have used my Amazon like thing, the voice thing to chat.
Oh, really? Does
Yeah.
it work well? Like, does it? I feel like every time I talk to text, it like totally f's up everything I say.
It's alright. Oh, hello there, SC Barnabas.
Barnabas! S.C. Barnabas!
How's it going? How are you doing tonight, Barnabas?
This game will always make me think of Pinburg, you guys. This is the game that I played at Pinburg and was like, oh my god, I'm fine. Oh, fuck you. That's so bad. That was the boost. That was the boost. That right there.
It also 0.
That was boost. That was boost.
That's good. That's good. It's Thursday night. It's Hot Fudge Nights.
Hot Fudge Nights. We're gonna have a special night tomorrow.
That's right. On Dead Flip.
On Dead Flip, but we'll host it.
Yeah, we'll also host it. But we're gonna play Turtles. I'm very excited.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Heroes in a half shell. Turtle power. They're the world's most fearsome fighting team. We're really hip. They're heroes in a half shell and they're green. Raphael is cool but rude. Get a grip. Michelangelo is a party dude.
That's right. That's fucking great.
There's another verse though with Leonardo.
Yeah,
Leonardo's like the
He's the
leader.
He's the leader.
He's the leader.
I know. I miss him. Andrew, I know we miss Pinburg a lot. It's very sad.
So much.
Like, I got a notification yesterday
God damn it.
for my replay tickets. Super sad. Little man, how you doing, buddy?
Did you guys see that drive-by? See that drive-by, the little man? He came in. He was like, he heard me singing, and he's like, oh, I can help. I can help. I'm coming in.
Donatello does machines.
Oh yeah, it's like
Okay.
Donatello does machines. Raphael is cool but rude.
That's very
Michelangelo is a party dude. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. Heroes in a half shell. Turtle power.
Jingles just aren't the same, I don't think. They're not.
No, they're
They're
not.
not as
They're
good.
not.
It's unfortunate.
They have to be dorky. They have to like stick in your head, and you're like, oh my
Yeah.
god, I can't think of anything else
Yep.
but this thing because it's in there.
Yeah. The
Like-
Big Red commercial. You know the Big Red jingle? Does that come out into your
Remind
mind
me,
when I say
please
that?
remind me of the Big Red. Because I can think of Doublemint, and I can think of Juicy Fruit.
Okay. Kiss a little longer.
Oh, touch a little longer.
Hold tight a little longer. Longer with Big.
Yes, yes. Oh my god.
It's been in my head since I was a child. And that's a
Big
long
name
fucking time.
freshness, let's make to it.
Ooh, we gotta subscribe. Thanks, Molly Hatchet.
Hey, Molly Hatchet.
How's it
I
going?
want to actually have a special thank you to Molly Hatchet because
Yes.
I believe that they gave me on my personal. I have a Hot Nudge, obviously, but I also have my personal
Yeah.
login. He gave me or he or she, sorry, gave me a Dead Flip subscription
Ooh,
the other night,
nice.
which was great.
That's awesome.
I usually do like Twitch Prime with
Yeah.
Dead Flip, but like Twitch Prime, you have to like renew it every time, and
Yeah.
I forget sometimes.
And also, it's annoying to try and find on the page. Like, they
It's-
don't make it easy.
They don't make it easy. They don't make it easy. And you know, I should spend my money on it.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my
Molly,
God.
thank you so much for all these gifted gifts.
Gifting, you're gifting.
You're the best.
Giftings.
You're the best of the
Giftings.
giftings.
Gifting.
That's very nice. Now everyone can use our...
Do you guys remember the
Hey, Ernie McCracken.
do you remember the really awesome Frosted Flakes jingle?
Oh no.
We'll show 'em you're a tiger. Show 'em what you can do.
Okay.
The taste of Tony's Frosted Flakes brings out the tiger in you and you.
And you, yeah. That's great. That's
It's a good one. That's a good jingle that literally is taking up brain power in which I have forgotten algebra, but I have that fucking shit in my brain.
Yes. Get those butts on there. Molly Hatchet, you're...
Well, I hope you guys aren't here for the pinball because I'm not doing so great.
Whatever.
But you
You're
know,
great.
it's still TX, so
Also,
I still
it's got a great
love it.
soundtrack, you know.
It's just so,
It's so hard.
mean to me.
It's a hard game.
It's just so mean to me.
Ooh, what's the Tea-Berry Shuffle? What's that?
What's that?
What's
Do-
that,
are we
Barnabas?
gonna regret asking what that is? Because
I hope not. I feel like it might be a jingle. Oh,
Tea-Berry Shuffle. Well, there was like
it's Tea-Berry. Is that like Snapple? No. Oh, good. You hate pinball? Great. It's perfect.
come to a pinball channel and tell us you hate pinball. That's great. That's perfect. That's perfect.
No, he's just kidding. He's kidding.
I
It's a
hate when I
dumb
do
commercial.
poorly in pinball, but the problem is that I still love pinball.
Thanks, Gucci. I know. What other jingles are there?
So the other one that I remember from childhood is double your refreshment,
Okay.
double your enjoyment. Oh, no single gum double freshens your mouth like double mint gum.
You have a lot of room in your brain.
I do.
Isn't it?
It's just all filled with dumb shit.
Do you know the DuckTales? DuckTales is...
DuckTales, woo, a do 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 do, bear, near, meow,
Yeah.
near, near, near. I don't remember the
You
words.
don't know the words.
DuckTales.
Alright.
Oh no, I knew the We're tiny, we're toony, we're all a little loony, and in this cartoony, we're invading your TV. We're comic dispensers. We laugh up all the censors. Something, your university. We earn our tune degree. It's something, 1963.
Oh, Lord.
I did remember that.
Yeah.
And then Animaniacs. Because we're zany to the max. Just sit back and relax. You'll laugh till you collapse. We're Animaniacs.
Yep. That's also great. The best jingle is the Amigo car commercial. Oh, gosh. We're gonna have to look
Which
that one
car
up.
commercial?
Amigo.
Amigo. Is it regional?
Amigo.
Because there's like
And my sister Dot, yes. Yes.
there are regional things that I don't want to just bore you with the regional things.
It goes downstairs alone, but in pairs, everyone loves an Amigo.
I don't remember that at all. Anybody else in chat remember that? That might be a regional one.
It's
'Cause
America.
there's like a 1-800. There's like a
Okay, that's true. There's like this steamer cleaner thing.
oh yeah,
There's, like,
or
one in the area.
what's the freaking 800-588-2300 Empire
Today.
today. Today.
Yeah.
Oh, there was a really great one. Anybody that's from Jacksonville, Florida, when I was in elementary school, there was
Okay, Butt Cheek has link, but I want you to do the.
So when I lived in Jacksonville, Florida, when I was in elementary school, there was a mall, and it was like, stop, look, listen, shop, shine, top, and rejoice. The avenues. It was like a little jingle that they sang for the mall,
Yeah.
and it was stop, look, listen, stroll, shop, dine, and rejoice. Stop, look, listen, stroll, shop, dine, and rejoice. The avenues.
Okay, here's the Amigo commercial. Oh my god, it's from 1998. Now I know, it's an Isuzu.
Azuzu.
Okay. We'll try and get a window going on this.
You can have it as a source, but you might have to add like the sound version too. It's like I think. I got less
wasn't paying
words.
attention.
Thank God, because I am sucking some butts. I'm sucking some butts! I better play better on Dead Flip because I'll feel real embarrassed if he's looking at fucking clips to put up and he's just like, oh, God, did they not break 1,000,000?
We broke 1,000,000.
We'll try.
Okay, do you ever...
I don't know what I would give
sometimes
to get a
I feel
high
like
score on a Dead Flip
it is.
machine.
Andrew, I think you're right.
I just saved it from the,
Okay, I wasn't paying attention. Damn it! There's a lot of chatting going on. I'm not paying attention.
Oh, why is it? It's the music is messed up. It's giving me my multi-ball music, but I don't have multi-ball. But I'll take it because I never hear this music.
Look it up, Ernie.
So suck it in, guys, because this is the multi-ball music in which the sound is fucked up. This is what it sounds like.
Yes. We should get a browser. So you should do the source thing because I don't know how to do it.
I'll do it in a minute. We can add it as a source and we can play it in just a few minutes.
Just 1 minute. Just get.
Well, then you got the O'Reillys, like
Good point.
O'Reillys, O'Reillys, Auto Shop. Wow! You didn't think I was gonna do the wow part, but of course I had to do the wow part.
Hardee's and
The
Carl's
best
Jr.
part.
is regional, and we don't have either here.
What now?
We don't have either a Hardee's or a Carl's Jr. here, right?
No, I
We
don't
have
think
either
so.
one in Chicago.
I don't think there are either in Chicago. Mm-mm. I feel like if we did have one here, it would be a Hardee's, because I feel like Carl's Jr. is a
West Coast.
West Coast thing, and growing up, we definitely had Hardee's.
Yeah.
But
Growing up, I had Carl's Jr. because I was on the West Coast. I'm a Cali girl, guys. Living in Chicago. Like a weirdo.
we live in Chicago. Actually, I read, so Chicago, we have this place here called Portillo's. It's delicious.
Yes.
It's got delicious hot dogs. They
Yes.
are opening up Portillo's in Michigan, in Sterling
really?
Heights.
Interesting. Cool.
I highly recommend it if you're in the
If
Sterling
you're in
Heights
Michigan,
area to check out
check it out.
Portillo's whenever they open that up, because
They have every food you could ever want. I feel like.
They have delicious food. They have so many things that are delicious. I just always get the same thing. And also, here's the other thing. There is a Portillo's that is right down the street from the Stern Pinball Factory. So every time I go to Stern, I also get Portillo's because I'm like, I'm here. I'm gonna get it.
Yeah, that makes that check.
And it is actually very common. I'm gonna play one more.
Okay.
It's actually very common at a certain time frame to go to the Portillo's and just be there and have some fucking famous pinball designers, which if you're like me and you feel really dorky when you're just like, oh my god, is that George Gomez?
Even though he's just eating a fucking hot dog.
How do you spell that?
He is
Portillo's.
Portillos.
And we are Midwest. We are Chicago is a Midwest
We are
city.
we are
The Midwest
smack
city.
dab Midwest. We are probably the biggest Midwest city there is.
We are, but we're actually not really in the middle of the Midwest. We're on
No,
the east of it.
We're on the east of it, but we are St. Louis is also Midwest.
St. Louis thinks that they're the biggest city.
They're not. Chicago clearly we are. I love St. Louis. St. Louis is amazing.
I've never been there, so I can't talk.
Oh my god. St. Louis is a great city. The arch is gorgeous. It was designed by Erno Cernan, and you can ride this weird little cart. I don't know if you can anymore because of COVID, but you can ride in this little cart and it'll take you to the top of the arch,
I've heard
which is
about that.
beautiful. There's this place called the City Museum that it's like a straight up like city amusement park, and you climb through but all this stuff I'm describing is like not possible in COVID times. Like
No.
it's straight up like tunnels and tubes and crazy things. It's like a 7-story building filled with slides and tunnels and weird, like any dream for a child to like climb through these places. Weird little rooms and
Barnabas says
little
that
private
Svengoolie
escapes.
is Chicago.
Svengoolie is Chicago as well, yes.
I've actually didn't know who that was or what that was until I went to Chicago.
So there's
I think that's a Midwest, maybe East Coast thing.
there's Svengoolie,
Yeah.
and then there's Gouliardi? Or the other guy?
Don't know either.
Peek in the other room and see if Bo and Little is on. He might be
I
playing
don't
Destiny.
know. He's playing this.
He'll know.
He's talking.
There's Svengoolie, and then there's another guy. I think it's Gouliardi, and I forget.
Oh yeah, I've always wanted to go to that Silver Ball in St. Louis. That's
Now,
true. They do have some pinball there.
Is
Yeah,
Jaded
I'll have to
on?
check that
Is
out.
Jaded St. Louis based? I thought Jaded was St. Louis based, but I could be wrong, and he might not be on. We need a cheat sheet.
Yes.
I get why Jack forgets names.
Yeah, I'd like to go to some St. Louis to play pinball, of course.
St. Louis is great.
Back when we can
Last
play
time I went to St. Louis, I actually took a train. The train from Chicago to St. Louis is really easy. It's very short, and their train station is gorgeous.
Cool.
Like, and so is ours. Like, Union Station to the St. Louis station is absolutely beautiful.
That's cool.
It's great.
I should try that sometime.
I actually had to do a work gig there. They had a convention at this, and I had been for the same organization. I had been to Vegas, I had been to Orlando, I'd been to all these places, and I swear to God, St. Louis was the one place that just rolled out the red carpet for us. Like, they opened up their baseball stadium for us to see all of the players changing, like everything. Like it was like the party, the ending party for this convention was at the stadium, and it was just us, and we could go. We had tours of the entire stadium. They had, like, every night in our hotel room, we had free 6-packs of local breweries, would just be, like, in our rooms when we come back from our day. Like, I was just like, oh my God, St. Louis just knows how to, like, woo. I mean, granted, I worked for a company, like, it was an organization for people that design. It's an organization for meeting planners. So for the people that bring meetings to cities, this is their convention. So it was like, okay, it's a group of event planners, which, as you can tell, is why I'm talking about how I don't have a job right now, because my industry is non-existent because America doesn't have any events. We probably won't have any events anytime soon. But St. Louis was like, we are going to lure these people to come and play in our city, and it was fun, and I would absolutely go back 1,000 times over. It was great.
Yeah. I can't wait for COVID to have a vaccine so I can go to places again.
Oh my god. Me
That'd be
too.
great.
I'm like upset that we might not be able to like travel anymore. Like the fact that Americans might not be able to like travel to Europe anymore because of
Well, we can't right now.
no, we can't. Well, obviously we can't right now, but we might not be able to. Like, it might be kind of a long time before we can.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, Canada doesn't want to open their borders to us anymore. Like, it's just it sucks.
Yeah.
It sucks.
It's quite a bummer.
I got lucky that I like literally before all of this COVID
Yes,
stuff. I
yeah.
went to Thailand. And this had just started happening when we went there. I really need to fix this weird little spot that this. Why? Alright, I gotta open her up. We're gonna look at her. We're gonna figure out.
We're opening her up, guys.
We'll open her up. We got this spot. It's underneath our stuff. Sorry if it's dark.
Yeah, where did you go in Thailand?
We went to Bangkok and to Chiang Mai, mostly, and then we did a little stint in one of the islands. What the fuck is that called? Give me a minute. I gotta think of the island that we were in. So we've got a stucky spot right in this. So here it curls around and it sticks right there before it gets to the saucer. And it hits here and it just sits there for a minute. It's just started happening recently. So I gotta figure out what to do in order to solve
Okay.
that. But
Brittany McCracken is saying a lot of different Thai places.
we didn't make it to Fuck It. We were only there for about 12 days. And we went to, where?
What is it? Koh Tao. Phi.
No. Shit, it was one of the
Samui.
islands. Fuck.
Lipe or Leap, Lipe.
No,
Right?
hold on a second. I'll ask both.
Koh Tao.
It was Kai.
Okay, you're close to.
Sorry, honey. I'm sorry. Okay.
Should I go
No,
play?
I'm asking her. God damn it.
I'm gonna play.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna go play. Okay, this is open. She's finding out the Thai stuff for you guys. By the way, I'm very jealous. I've never been to Thailand.
Koh Samui. Koh Samui. I think it was called Koh Samui. Koh Samui? Maybe?
What does Koh mean?
Warning.
Koh Samui. I can't remember, you guys. It was great though, but in order to get from Bangkok to Koh Samui was not too much, but then to get from Koh Samui to Chiang Mai it was a 4-hour ferry to a 2-hour bus to an hour and a half flight, but it took all day. Too many jingles. Koh Samui, yes. Koh Samui is where I rode a scooter, which I didn't know how to do, and they're like, "Oh, you don't know how to do that? Oh, pick up those pin stadiums on the floor." Sorry, I didn't.
That's why I can't see anything.
I'm sorry, not pin stadiums. Fake
Penn Stadium.
garbage lights. Pick up the garbage lights.
Okay.
Because they are absolutely not as nice or as fancy as pin stadiums. They are garbage.
Well,
lights.
you're gonna have a wire back there. Oh, yeah, I guess I
we were in Koh Samui for about 4 or 5 days. We were in Bangkok for a few days when we first. I think it was a day when we got there. Koh Samui was a few days. Then we were in Shanghai for a few days. But it was less than 2 weeks that we were there, so there was a lot of the country that we missed. And it was late January, so it was right when all this started. When we actually flew through Seoul, they had taken our temperature and were like kind of had already sort of started to lock down that country. And we had just been through there for a layover. And when we got back to the States, basically what we had experienced from the Thailand airports and Seoul and some of the other places that we flew through, we were a little nervous about what it was going to be like. Come back to the States, and it was like their customs process was kind of a joke compared to the other places. Like, I was just like kind of surprised. I was like, really, this is kind of silly.
Okay. That sucks.
Not
Fuck, I did
down
2
this
players.
is at all. And that was late January, early February, and then we're in this. So I wasn't surprised when this first started happening. They had that crazy, all those.
How do I restart this game?
I don't think you can.
Fuck! Can I do this?
Sure, you can turn it off.
How long is that bad?
You can do it. Turn it off, turn it on.
Sorry,
You
guys.
might have to when you start it.
Yeah.
So press the start button.
Okay.
It makes that noise.
Yeah.
Plunge out, let it drain, and then it'll give you your ball.
Got it.
You're trying to build some not X strings. I can let you know about how I did them. Mine, I'm working on upgrading them. Right now, I have an LED strip actually from Menards, from Patriot Lighting. It was longer than I needed, but it is like a little remote and everything. I got a connector and a cable from a website called LED Supply. They are great. They have tons of things that you can get for LED lights. But they had it's like a little clip. It cost me like $2. But it's basically a clip that you clip into the strip lights to allow for a wire to connect them. And that's how I basically took one set of strip lights and separated them into 2 sides that were still one entity without lights at the top. So I got I think it's like 14 gauge wire that connects them. My strips were 4 colors, so we do have color options. And then I straight up, I diffused them with this kind of packing foam because then the LEDs straight are way too bright. You'll get those crazy spots, and you still get a little spots on the side. But they need to be diffused. They're just too bright. And even with our lights that are able to control the brightness, I just straight up used cardboard. Cardboard, right angles, the top is like, and when Anna's done, she can kind of pull the lights off and show you. The long side, which is the side that goes against the game, is about 3 inches, and then the top side is about 1.5 inches. And then I put about a piece of foam on the lights, and then there's some magnets at the bottom so you can just stick right onto the sides of things.
Wait, was I supposed to show something?
No, keep playing. Yeah, Ernie, that is the original display. It's always the blue here in these Gottliebs. It's very small though, and the other annoying thing is you can't tell it's at the top of the back box, which means that any board work that we have to do this dumb thing where we pull the glass out and then we have to like balance this like big speaker box at the top, which is so stupid because again, Williams had solved that problem by just basically putting the speakers in the bottom and then you can just take the top off and it's not a big deal. We do have some soundboard issues with this game though, because now we are quiet. For some reason it decides to just like play the end music and then it's over, so we still haven't solved that.
Yeah, what's
Butt cheek, I didn't use tinfoil. I used this kind of like packing foam. It's like this foam that came with these tables that I purchased. I can show it to you. It's like sort of stiff plastic foam. And because LED lights don't get very hot, I didn't have a problem with. I sort of using an X-Acto knife. I like routed out the area in the foam and then I placed it directly on the lights, and it diffused pretty well. They've held up pretty well. We've had them since the beginning of spring. It's been a couple of months. We have had some issues with the sort of the power driver.
I just can't play without the music.
I know. It's hard. So take the pin stadiums off and just show a little bit. Or God, I keep calling them that. They're not pin stadiums.
So
This is the ghetto version
Uh-oh.
of
okay.
that. They're cardboard and
Cardboard.
foam.
Can you see them?
Yeah, so you see their cardboard, and there's foam, and there's a little strip light, and then there's some magnets. I'm working on upgrading them, so I have an order in for it's like a J-track for vinyl siding. It's designed to go around windows to keep them from leaking when you have vinyl siding, but they're perfectly shaped for a pin stadium, so when that comes together, hey, it works, exactly, Molly. Like, I looked into pin stadiums and they were more expensive, and I just wasn't in a position to be able to purchase them, but I'd love to have a really great set. But if the newest edition works, I'll make a video of me making them so that you guys can see them, and I'll like post them on our YouTube channel or something so you guys can see how I made them. Again, they're not nearly as great as an actual pin stadium. I know that they're fantastic, but I just couldn't spend $300, and I wasn't a streamer yet. I couldn't prove that I was a streamer. I couldn't. There were some obstacles with purchasing pin stadiums that wasn't going to work for me at the time. So. DIY stream tech, yeah, seriously. When you're in a quarantine and you want to stream, you got to figure out what you're going to do. And there's such a huge, like, now that we've made them, there's such a huge difference with playing with them on that I kind of can't play without them. They're really great. You're in that boat just starting out, Butt Cheek. Hey, that's great. Are you going to stream under Butt Cheek, or do you have another channel? Outer Orbit, thank you so much for rating. Hey. Rating with a party of 11. Welcome to Team Secta. Outer Orbit, I love you guys so much. I wish that I could go back to San Francisco and play. You guys didn't exist when I lived there, and then they started existing when I would go and visit. That was a beautiful thing that you just did.
I did a thing!
You just did a thing, and that was beautiful.
It's cool. Okay. Ah!
Luz! Yeah, I mean, that's the one thing. So I think Jack was talking about his pin stadiums that he has that are the real deal that he worked on with Pin Stadium, and he said they don't change colors. And he said there's no reason to have change colors. I have to disagree on that because some games look really cool with different colors. That's all I'm gonna say. Tess Bishop, she's got skills. Yeah, she's got skills. Oh, that's a tilt.
Had to tilt.
Let's change the color. Do you want to change the color of the lights?
Sure.
I can find the. Here we go. What color? You think?
Blue.
Oh, you might have to use it on the thing on the side.
Green. That's not working. There it goes. Wait, that's not green. Is that green?
Yeah, it looks orange to me.
Yeah.
Did it change?
Supposedly purple.
They might be like not very bright. Oh, there's the blue. Ooh, the blue looks good.
Does that look good?
See? Isn't it kind of nice to be able to change the color, you guys? It looks very good. I see Barnabas likes that blue. Tess Bishop, this is a great game.
I love it.
And this is a perfect game to play during Pinburg Week because this is the game that I purchased because of Pinburg. Played this game. I didn't actually have to play this game in a bank. Oh no, I did. I did play this in a bank. And I got schooled because somebody knew that it's a spinner game. And I was trying for ramps and I fucked it up, and they knew it was a spinner game.
Yeah, the ramps are just so like they look so tempting.
Yeah, they really do, and they really are not very points at all. It's like 10,000 points. It's so stupid. Butt Cheek, so you're working on a setup. That's so great. I'm so proud. Congratulations. Are you going to use like Logitech cams? Do you have the cameras? Like, I'm curious. I'm always curious about people's setups. Like, I love like when you hear stories about Flipper Snapper where she just started with an iPhone that was just like mounted on the side. She found the perfect angle to be able to like play with just one camera, which I think is great. Like, if you can. Like, you just need one camera. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it's the highest quality. It's just like, you know, getting out there and doing it. It's super fun. P. Soriano? Nice save. I'm glad she's saving it. I'm glad she's doing it. I try and not talk about what Anna's doing on her game because apparently every time I say anything. But she's so good! Kills it. For those guys just tuning in, we are playing TX Sector. It's great. It's a late 80s Gottlieb game. And it's super fun. And I love it. And I love the music. I hope you can hear it. We're going to be guesting on Deadflip stream tomorrow. On Deadflip's channel, but we're going to host it on this channel as well. So you can watch it on another place. But we are going to be playing
Oh, I just jumped to it. That was
the whole rig shake.
That wasn't good.
I love it. It's like when we play Earthshaker and the whole thing shakes.
Yes.
I love it.
I got excited.
We have some few streams, VOD, and some clips. That's perfect. That's great.
Nope, it's not.
DMD laptop. See, when I first started Butt Cheek, like we had a laptop that worked okay, but it just wasn't working for me. I did end up splurging and getting a new laptop for like handling the stream because I was just like, I just like doing it too much to not invest in it. And it was right at the beginning of the quarantine. It was right at the beginning of everything. And I was just like, well, I might as well do it when I have money because I don't want to have money.
I used to be able to do that.
We are going to be flipping the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Molly, we're so excited. I have watched a few streams, but I need to do my homework to find out what the fuck to do.
Yeah, I don't know what to do either.
We don't know. Should we go in blind?
No.
No way.
No way.
We need to have a little bit because my dream is to get a high score on a Deadflip game, and it's so hard because he's so
That'd
good.
be great.
And I was there for a full week, and I wasn't able to get a high score.
Getting a cat friend happening.
Cat friend, oh, little man is
Little man, you
sneaking
coming on
over. We haven't had a little man drive by in a little while.
Yeah, he was like, man, fuck it.
You bought your first pinball machine because of quarantine. What was the first pinball machine you got? Butt Cheek Flipper? I'm curious. I love hearing about people's first pins.
Interlink disabled.
Molly, we're super excited.
We're so excited.
We have a surprise, actually. We have a few surprises.
Well, I don't know about a
few. Well, we have a couple.
We have one. You have one.
We have one, and then I'm gonna
we might have another.
Make you.
We might have another.
Do you like that player game you got? Well, we don't try and play and chat at the same time, and you know, we might as well be sort of distant, like not sitting right next to each other, just because of the bad things that are happening right now, COVID and all that stuff. So I'm actually sitting across the room from Anna, and then usually when we do a switch, we clean the game and wear masks and things. There's still some risk involved, but we're both pretty committed to being homebodies at this point. Like, we don't go anywhere, so we try. Streaming is very important to us.
Why can't I hit that shot now?
Stern Star Trek, that is a great first game. Holy shit, Buck. You just like went for it. My first game is
I have to try
Williams Earthshaker, which was probably worth about half of that Stern. But Star Trek is a perfect game. Like, that game is great.
Yeah.
Such a fun game. Every once in a while, you can see the side of the other person in the other game, and it's great. Not all the time. We try and be as separate as possible, but.
Well,
But it's hard when booze is involved. That's why whenever you see all those lists of like things that are most dangerous, it's drinking in a bar, and I understand that because the second you get 2 drinks, you're just like, do I really have to do this? I don't know that. Like you get this, like that's why drunk driving is such a problem, is because there was this analogy. Now, I have partaken in marijuana. Fuck! And there was this conversation about when marijuana became legal. It was like, oh, how are we gonna prevent these people from driving? And anybody that's ever smoked weed is like, well, if you drive on weed, you'll drive like a fucking grandmother because you'll drive super slow and super paranoid and just like, no. There's a big difference between a stoned driver and a drunk driver. A drunk driver is invincible. They think they will not die because everything is A-okay. Versus a stone driver tends to be like, oh my god, am I driving too fast? Oh, holy shit. Okay, wait, shh, everybody shut up, I'm concentrating, shut up. I've never driven stone. I don't drive stone. And it's legal here in Illinois, and I've never partaken before it was legal, so, you know, I'm just speaking from a couple of months of experience. I don't know, but...
I'm playing one more game.
Play one more game!
There.
It's Sunny Drive time! Yes! SC Barnabas, or my favorite is, ooh, bitchin'!
Oh. Okay. What?
You get pulled over for going too slow or stopping at a stop sign for too long. Exactly, Andrew! Like, when stoners heard that like, people were afraid of stoned drivers, they it was laughable, because it's like, no, you don't understand, stoned drivers are, they're like,
Shit.
the ones that won't, I mean, you could argue that going too slow is dangerous. Absolutely it is in certain instances, but for the most part,
I can't.
if
I'm having trouble.
alcohol is legal, there is no reason. You know, obviously drinking while driving is illegal, and so is being stoned and driving, but there is a big difference in how those two things affect your judgment.
I had a very bad game, and I don't want that to be my last game. We cool with that?
I'm cool with it.
Okay.
I'm cool with it. I live with it, so.
Okay.
Butt cheek. So, if you're looking for a Elgato, that means that you've got like a fancy cam. We have a setup here of 3 Logitech cams. We've got a 920 and 2 922s are set up. I do actually have a Sony action cam that I'd love to get a camera for to do as our playfield cam, because obviously that's the most important cam, is the playfield cam. It's gotta be awesome. And that's mainly why I purchased another computer, is because my previous computer just didn't have bandwidth to handle all the cameras and make it look good. But you can get a pretty decent stream from a 921. Like, you don't have to spend the money on the Sony hand cams and the Elgato. You can get a 922 and have it work well. It just has to be lit well. And this is something I know Jack has talked about with streams, is like, if your lighting is crap, your cameras are working too hard and it's not working. So you gotta have a really good computer that can process all of the things that you're trying to get it to process, and then you just need decent lighting so that you can get a really nice quality. I mean, ours is set right now, I think it's locked in at 30 frames per second. It's a 922. It's pretty good. There's a little bit of lag.
I put it at.
You might have put it at highest.
Yeah, I put it at highest.
We switch between highest and 30 frames. It depends. Sometimes highest is okay. Sometimes locking it at 30 actually makes it better.
Yeah, sometimes. I didn't check that, actually.
Oh yeah, see, and that's the problem, Butchick, is the webcams are expensive because of the quarantine. Like, you know, a lot of people are working from home and they need a webcam. And that's stupid. You might as well get a Sony 405. But I don't think that I know that recently Jack was talking about a different setup than the Elgatos. So, Sony. Right, like if you can afford it, get the Sony. Absolutely. But you do need a cam link, which sucks. He was talking about it like sucking too much bandwidth, and so he has a different setup. Which I have links. Let me look at my phone and see what I
Warning.
Okay.
God, I'm just angry.
You were just mad!
I'm just angry. Okay, I need to
Let me
calm
see if
down.
I can find the other thing he uses now. Like, I'm gonna get rid of the Elgatos. And I'm pretty sure I texted somebody about a different setup. So let me see if I can find something. Might take a minute. Let's just enjoy this awesome TX music. My favorite part is coming up really soon.
Can't hit that shot, that's my problem.
Oh yeah, the StarTech. Yeah, that's the yeah, I mean the issue right now is just basically everything is just extra expensive because of people working from home. I mean, we just got started into this probably about right when this started. Would you say we started right like within a week of it being like quarantine? We started.
It was weird, because we were like, what do we do?
And now we're just like, we gotta do it! We gotta do it! You know, we ordered a bunch of stuff and we sort of threw caution to the wind and just like, we gotta start now because this is a perfect time. Like, nobody's working. You gotta hang out with us. We gotta convince them to hang out with us.
Oh, lordy. Football break!
Ernie says he doesn't mind talking BS with friends when he's playing, but none of his pin friends can multitask, talk and play at the same time.
It's hard.
What about you guys? Find it annoying and relaxing? You know,
Do you want me to play again? Or do you want to go?
I'll play again.
Okay.
And then I'll play after.
Okay.
Ernie, it's interesting. I think it depends on what your priority is. I can definitely talk and play, but I won't play very well.
Yeah.
I know when I first started on Dead Flip, he talked about how much better he got at pinball because he had to talk to chat, and then he liked actually being there by himself. Whereas I really preferred having two people, myself and another Belle, playing so that somebody could sort of watch chat while I was playing, and then we could kind of switch back and forth, and that's kind of how we have our setup now, is that I'm here looking at chat, and I can't even see the chat when she's playing.
No.
And some of this is due to COVID. Yeah, obviously, we might as well be a little distant from each other for longer periods of time. I think it depends. My sister likes to talk when she plays pinball, but she doesn't want to talk about the pinball machine she's playing. So like, we try and talk to her about like, oh, if you hit this shot, you do this thing. She's no, stop. But if you're like, oh, so this guy was telling me about this new song by Justin Bieber, she's fine with that. She wants to sort of. I mean, I'm making an example of just something random that is clearly not pinball related.
Yeah.
That she can talk about when she's
She
playing.
was trusted humor.
Hey, Andrew, you think we've been doing this for years? Thank you so much.
Ah.
Appreciate it. I was kind of. I do work with photography companies, so it's just like it has to kind of look good. We still have our, qualms, but I want it to look pretty. It's my biggest thing. Got a machine a month in and moves junk around the house, yeah. Your first setup included an ice scraper and a bucket as a counterweight? Perfect.
Is the bonus good on this game? Am I tilting away a
No,
good
the bonus is garbage.
every
Unless
time?
your
Okay.
level is super high, you're getting like 10,000.
Okay.
I said $10,000. You know what I mean?
$10,000. There.
You get 10 grand. It's not much. You get more with the levels, but it's not really. It's not like Adams, where all your or Twilight.
Yeah.
I was with Pat Lawler, and I was putting all his money and putting in
Bonus.
bonuses.
He doesn't want people tilting his games.
No. But Chick, I will tell you that when we first started streaming, I was super obsessed with making the playfield look really cool. And we were having issues, and I did these crazy test videos where I tested all different frames per second, I tested sizes, I tested lighting, I did all these things. I was like, and I had to make notes where I would turn it on and be like, this is the 922 at 30 frames per second. And then I play a little bit, and I was like, this is the 922. Yeah, I do. It's probably on this computer. And the biggest thing was the computer processor. Honestly, getting a decent computer that can handle it, that has a really good graphics card, was a huge deal. I happened to have a birthday, and I got some money from my mom, and I was just like, I'm going to use this money plus some extra money to buy a decent computer, and it made all the difference. Because it was just literally the
My computer is not
process
that
it.
old either.
No, and your computer actually did really well.
But it's okay.
It did okay.
Not as good as this one.
But this one is, and this Acer is about $15. But I didn't have.
Did it just start raining?
Yeah, I think it's
Okay.
pouring outside.
Great. That's
Let me
gonna be
check.
fun for me. I had to park far away because you have a thing across the street.
Yeah, it's pouring.
Yeah, cool.
Cool. Well, you just have to play pinball until it stops.
Yeah!
Yeah, it's pouring. It's pouring outside.
It's crazy.
It's funny.
That's good. The plants need it.
Yeah, they do. I was actually just thinking about the fact that the plants hadn't had rain in a long time, so this is helpful.
I don't have to water my plants. I mean, come on.
But there are some really, Cheek, if you are interested and you want to pop onto our Discord or something, I'm happy to send you some links of some things. I found some good YouTube videos about settings. They're actually Mystery Pinball Theater 3000, MPT3K. They stream on pinball on Twitch. And you guys that are in the Bay Area know of him. He has some really great videos on YouTube as well that talks about different settings for your cameras. He talks about creating a really cheap rig from a rolling garment rack that you can buy off Amazon for less than $50. And all sorts of different weird little things of getting yourself set up. So I know that Deadfoot's got a really great website where he gives you all of his gear. There's a really awesome feed on Tilt Forums that talks about Carl D'Angelo's setup. His really great mobile rig. And lots of people that have done some different things on that, so that's a really great resource. And then Mystery Pinball Theater 3000 has some really good YouTube videos.
God damn it. I wanted a high score. Oh, I have a high score on this. Well,
You do have a high score on this. You got it last
I
time.
got a couple.
You got it last time you were here. You could hear the rain on stream when you open the door.
It's,
That's like
it's crazy
really
out there.
raining really hard
It's
right
the Midwest. It's,
now. It's raining hard.
yeah.
It's raining hard.
Hallelujah.
I do have an umbrella that I'm happy to loan you.
That's
Because
okay.
I'll see you tomorrow. Who gives
I
a
mean,
shit?
that's true, but
It won't be ready
We'll see.
tomorrow.
I have
It won't be ready tomorrow.
I'm gonna go pee.
Okay. I'm so excited to hear about you guys doing streams, though. Like, I am so excited about it myself. I'm pretty new to it. And I was super, super lucky to have been introduced to it by Deadflip. I mean, we've got a really great streamer that's in our area that we see all the time. He's at events a lot. We've seen his mobile rig before. And then when he went on paternity leave, I was able to go at his studio. He had everything set up. It was just like literally a push of a button. But I was very inspired by his attention to quality, because I think that's really important. And I think I get it. I get that. Like when this rig is like crooked or when it's like slow. On some of our first videos, which were a couple months ago, so you can't see them anymore because I only saved them for like 14 days or something. Because we just get filthy. We ain't hot because we don't have stuff steep. But it was just so slow, and like the ball, it was hard to follow, and that would just bugged the shit out of me, and I like became obsessed with figuring out how to get the video to be the highest quality within reason, because there were no Elgatos, there were no, means of purchasing any cam links at the time. They were all sold out. And I think they're still sold out, which I think is a shame. And I don't know why all that stuff, like, I'm actually having a similar problem with a sewing / embroidery machine that I want to purchase, where the company is no longer making them right now because of COVID. I'm assuming it's because of COVID, but the only place to buy it is a local Walmart, which was looted during the Black Lives Matter first protest, and they still haven't opened. Wow. And literally everywhere I go on the web, there is this Walmart that is right down the street from me for $380, and then there are eBay listings for $650, $700. And I'm like, I am not spending $700 on a machine that I know is not worth that. But I also know that there's a Walmart, like, reachable. And I don't like shopping at Walmart, but they're literally the only place to purchase this thing that I want. So I did find out that they are reopening my Walmart at the end of July. So I am hoping that they still have the sewing machine that I want, because it is, all of those patches that I made was on an embroidery machine, and I want to be able to make more patches. I want to make hot touch patches.
Yeah. Kendra brings up a good point about having pinball streaming being in portrait mode. That'd be great. If people watched on their monitors or whatever, then it's just the screen. Then it's just the playfield. Right?
Well, so
big enough.
when we started, I debated about where to put the playfield cam, and a lot of pinball streamers have it on the right side, and I couldn't quite understand that, because when you're in theater mode, it's not a problem. But when you are in straight up full screen mode, every time you try and open up the chat, it's going to cover up the playfield. And I was like, I'd rather it cover up my graphics than cover up the playfield, so that you can have the screen as big as humanly possible on whatever medium you happen to be watching it. It's going to be the highest quality. I don't care if you can't see my face. I want you to be able to see the action. Even if the action is sort of mediocre. Which it currently is right now. I apologize for that. But we're saving it up for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
We could say that. Sure.
Sure, yeah, that's exactly what we're doing.
Twitch on mobile is a nightmare for pinball. It's just too small. Yeah.
It's very small. It's very small. And then when you want to comment on something, it's just so small. And like, I try, and when I watch it on my computer, I try and watch in theater mode so that I can see all the action as big as possible. But I made the decision that even in theater mode, I want people to be able to open their chat, which will always open on the right side.
Yeah.
and still be able to see the playfield. So I put it on the left. But I don't know why that's a thing. Why is it always on the right? Like, if you guys can think of another reason why it's better to have on the other side, I will make a decision on whether or not whether ours is right.
Yeah.
I just couldn't think of anything why it would be a big deal. But now our graphics are so great, you don't want to cover our graphics. Right?
Yeah. Hamdrew says that the ideal setup is like a different device for chatting, and then everything else is on the big screen.
Yeah, I agree. Like, I like to, sometimes when we watch Twitch, we'll hook it up so that we can watch Twitch on the big screen, like on our TV, and then we're logged into our phones as well, and we have our phones muted. So we're not watching the delay, but we're chatting on our phones.
Yeah. Yeah, I think left side makes sense too on my own machine.
Plus, I guess, like, a lot of those better TV GIFs are only available on your laptop? Is that true? Or can you see them on your mobile as well? There's, like, the only way to get animated GIFs is to enable better TV. Better Twitch TV, I think, and they have animated GIFs that you can use, and they're, like, adorable. But I heard that you can only really see them on your desktop. Like, they're not mobile enabled.
Okay. Ernie McCracken says he likes to talk shit to his friends while they're playing it.
Oh, so Ernie, do you distract them? Like, is that your goal, is to distract them and make them...
Complimentary comments? Okay.
Because I know a lot of people that can talk when they play, but unless... Like, there are some people that really like to be told what to do when they're playing. Like, oh, tell me how to play.
Yeah.
And then you're like, okay, hit that spinner. And they're like, cool, I'll hit that spinner. And then there are some people that are not into that.
Yeah.
Don't you
just to mumble
fucking dare.
So that he hears.
God dang it! Do you see how close I was to multi-ball and I have the good shit lit? Fuck you.
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna just get there again. It's fine, it's fine.
I've been there.
I'm gonna get there again.
We might want to log off soonish.
Yes, this will be the last game. It's fine. We are streaming tomorrow.
Yes.
Reminder, we're streaming tomorrow. It'll be on Dead Flip.
Reminder.
Reminder. For those that don't...
Okay, that makes sense. I don't do it, I mean, in a competition, definitely not, but, like, for fun, you know. I do like to mess with my friends. It depends on the friend. Some people really get mad.
Some people do get mad.
Hot Nudge? What machine tomorrow, Hot Nut, that he's asking. And
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles!
The new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles
The
by
new
Stern that came out
Stern
this year.
2020 Teenage Mutant Ninja
I
Turtles.
don't know when it came out, but it came
2020, it's this year.
out. It's gonna be fucking great.
It's 2020, right?
Yep, it's 2020.
Okay.
But 2020 doesn't count because it's the year that nothing happened.
The year that nothing happened.
Oh, you got it!
I got it!
Yes, girl! Alright. Extra ball! Wow! Oh no.
I didn't get the extra ball yet.
Have a good night, Butt Cheek!
Hey, Butt Cheek, thanks so much!
Yeah,
When you get running, let us know!
yeah,
Shit.
let us know if
I
you
did
get
not
running.
get the extra ball.
Okay. Well, that was still great. No, you got that thing.
I got one multi-ball.
On your last game. Good job. Man is sneezing. He's like, I'm ready for bed.
He's been sneezing lately. I might have to. I was gonna maybe call the vet today, but it seemed a little bit better. He doesn't have any other symptoms.
Yeah.
But this like weird little like sniffle sneeze.
Little sniffle sneeze.
Wow,
Cats.
that was not a great game, but it might have been the best of my stream. But we're saving it up for Teenage Mutant. So
Yes.
Tomorrow-
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
tomorrow is a special stream on Deadflip.
Yes.
Deadflip.tv, which of course you know because he has been around a lot longer than we have. He is opening his doors for us to play Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Yay! So we will host it on this channel, but we will be on Deadflip's channel.
Good night, Ernie.
First and
Or
foremost.
morning.
Good night, good morning. So we should probably raid somebody.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, we should raise somebody. Let's see.
Who might be? Should we?
Who's going right now?
We'll look at who's going. We'll say our goodbyes. We'll switch to our logo screen with our funny little
Okay, we're saying our goodbyes now.
person,
And
our
then-
little
How does
song.
it work? We go to the logo.
Well, let's see who we're rating first.
Oh, we want to see that first.
Yeah, let's see that first. If anybody's live, I left my phone over there by you.
Who's live? We've
live?
got Hot Nudge. Oh, that's
Ah,
us.
that's us.
We got Don't Panic Flip.
Don't Panic Flip's
Got
great.
Razor
What's he
Lows.
playing tonight?
Pirates.
Ooh, we might have to go to Pirate. Well, how many people use that?
17.
17.
And Laserless has 15.
Laser. Ooh, what's Laserless playing?
JP, Jurassic Park.
I feel like we should go to Don't Panic just because I don't
Okay.
ever see Jersey Jack
Yeah.
Pirates.
Pirates is a cool machine. And
It's a cool game.
it's
It's really cool. It's super deep. Oh my god, it's so
I know, and no one gets to play it.
Nobody
They
gets to
didn't
play
make
it. because
They
it's like
did-
$10,000 or something.
Well, and they also didn't make enough. Like,
Yeah.
they just stopped making it. Anyway. Bye,
So,
guys. See you tomorrow, hopefully.
we are gonna be here tomorrow, Dead Flip, or here at Hot Nudge, and we love you and thank you so much. Bye. Bye. Put on the full one.
It's a bridge.
What's
Oh my god, I can't click correctly. Click.
on?
There we go.
Is our mic on? Probably.
Yeah.